Welcome, my friend.
Thank you.
My friend.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Thanks, Jason. It's great to be here.
All right, press go live. All right, good signal. We're ready. 3, 2, 1. Bam. We're all the way live. Doom, doom, doom. We're all the way live. Doom, doom. I'm Jason DeBiss. This is Derek Bradford. Buckle up. The episode starts right now. It's good, Derek.
How are you doing?
I'm good. So good to have you on the show. We've talked a lot. Trying to catch you before you go all the way up. I'm like, yo, I'm going to catch him now. So this way, when he gets to where he got to go, he don't forget about the low people.
I'll never forget about you, Jason.
No, that means a lot. That warms my heart. Option podcast. Where you coming from? Practice? No, you said you had to talk to your aunt, right?
Yeah, I did have practice with Dan and Jake Arusha.
Yeah.
Who knows how to say
Urrutia.
his last name? Yeah.
Well, the Pottstown Rumble guys are saying Arudia.
Okay.
But his parents are like, it's Irritia, right? But they go to the Pottstown Rumble and they don't correct nobody. I'm like, okay.
I don't think they care.
But you and Jake, how'd that work?
Good. Dan's a great coach. Dan Wayner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Grab that piece of paper. Perfect.
There you go.
These are things I'm supposed to talk about, but I'm just like, whoa, yeah. What's your favorite book,
sure.
man? What's the last good book you read?
Yeah, we don't need those.
What's your favorite sports movie? Oh, you know what? Guess what? We're doing that too, bro.
Okay. But yeah, just
Talk to me about Jake a little
yeah, Jake's good. We played in an international tournament earlier this year.
Uh-huh.
Got a bronze in New Zealand in the future.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're gonna end the year off together. So we started it off together, gonna end it off. Just sneaking in that last tournament in Brazil, the elite, hoping we get in.
I guess I didn't print it. Fine.
Looking forward to
Fine. Fine.
we don't need it.
No, we really don't. And Jake's a good kid, man. Jake, my followers are gonna get mad for me saying this again. I actually was his coach for his first main draw. This is Hermosa Beach. He played with Earl, like Big Pearl, and
Yeah, you did tell me that.
they tried several times, and and they felt like they failed. But I'm like, in your defense, the playing round was one of the playing rounds is Theo and Hayden.
Oh,
Right, that's Chicago, right? One of them is Diaz and Perez, like the Cuban guys that were just running the tempo sets.
yeah.
It's your fault, but not really, sometimes. And our plan was Evan Corey, and so it's not like
Yes.
Jake. Jake, that's a meritocracy boy right there, right?
Uh-huh.
What we say is he done earned every bit of that.
Yes, he does.
So, you play for some left side. What's up?
Left side.
Nice.
Staying on the
Jake
left.
is
on the right,
very
yeah.
good on both.
Yeah, he's good.
At some point, you're probably going to want to play right. It's going to be just like easier on your shoulder. And if you want, you could just run a ton of back sets for
know.
Ocean to Strand.
I don't know.
You're like, why would I? I'm having too much fun blasting people.
I'm so good on the option on the left. I love it. So
Yes.
not as good on the right for the option.
Right.
Yeah.
No, indoor, I'm sure, like OH, I'm sure they put you.
I
Were
played
you
opposite.
OH1?
I played opposite.
Oh, you played
I'm
oppo.
actually more comfortable hitting on the right side in normal siding out or in transition.
That was 2023, right?
Yeah,
See, who needs
22,
notes?
23.
Who needs notes? What? Come on, man. It's all up here. Yeah, and did you only stayed 1 year?
Yes.
All right.
1 year. It was the returning back-to-back national champs at Hawaii. They had an insane lineup. I mean, Demetrius Muklius at opposite, Jakob Tele at Sede, Guilherme Voss middle,
Yep.
Cole Hogland, who plays in the Japanese league right now.
Which is a fun
Who's
league.
there? Yeah, Spiros Hawkes, Chaz Galloway, Brett Sheward, who actually finished up his senior year at setting at UC Irvine.
Right.
But he was libero for Hawaii.
Yep.
So good. So I never saw the court, but really great to be around those guys, and especially the brilliant mind of Milan Zarkovic.
Right.
You know him?
Yes.
He's at UCLA now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So my brother gets him. My brother gets him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And at NCAA's, let's stay on it just for
Okay.
a smidget, since you decided to say forget this indoor thing.
Yeah.
This world's of beach volleyball with only one blocker and one digger.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shoot. I'm gonna hit.
gonna
Fight me. So it's been the decade and a half, or almost 2 decades of the repeat champion. Like,
Yes.
who won this year? Long Beach State, right?
Mm-hmm.
So last year and the year before was who?
UCLA.
And the
Hawaii.
previous 2 years was who? Right. And the previous 2 years was
Long Beach.
State. And the previous 2 years was Ohio State.
Yes.
And the previous 2 years was Loyola Chicago. They actually beat Division II, Lewis, in one of those finals. So that was an all MIVA final. So that's a head scratcher. And the 2 years prior were UC Irvine. So
Yes.
you're talking like 16 years of. So by that math,
weird.
who's the winner next year? It's going to be Long Beach State.
I would be shocked. I would be shocked if Long Beach wins it this year.
I would be too, right?
Yeah.
Like, look, when Ohio State won that first one, I'm like, you know what? The Midwest, they're really good at cracking the code. They have very, very good coaching there.
Yeah.
And they're not just going to they're not stupid. They're not just going to let the same guys do the same things.
No.
But sometimes when you have a serve like that French dude or whatever, he was an Alpo. I forget, they had the Alpo and the outside in tandem.
Which team are you talking about?
Ohio State.
Oh, yes.
They played Hawaii in the semis.
Yeah.
And when the middle of the second set happened, the libero, it might have been Shoji, he sat down, for like the middle or whatever, to serve, and he sat down and he just looked at the guy next to him and went, nope, we're not winning. He had this look. They beat the fight out of them. It was wild. And I think they were just mad because they were the 2 seed for the playoffs instead of the 1. They're like, huh? But Hawaii, Hawaii after that, what was UCLA, Long Beach State, and then Hawaii, because Hawaii made 3 straight finals but won 2 of them, right?
Yes.
They lost to Long Beach State. So cool, man. So why'd you choose Hawaii?
Mainly for the volleyball. I liked the school. I'm from SoCal, big beach guy.
There it is.
And Hawaii, I wanted to get out of California, and their team's really good. I liked the program when I went out there. The trip went really well. I just had a good feeling when I went there.
Yeah, man. Jason Olive, if you're listening, one of my best friends, brother from another mother, Hawaii. All-American, Versace model too. So he just came out of that smelling like a rose. He was Ralph Lauren. He's one of those guys, like, you go to the bar to watch the NCAA semis.
Yeah.
And you like leave the bar, right? And you get on the train, there's like a big billboard of him. And you know how models look. Models always look down to the right like they're watching other people take a tinkle. It's just,
Yes.
that's what you're about, huh? That's the look though. Look.
Yep.
Stop looking, dude. No, but big up J.O., of course. Ben Vaught, I think, wanted to go there for a bit.
Ben Vaught, yeah.
But then did what you did.
I
Right?
did, yeah.
right.
Realized I was meant for the sand.
You really,
Meant for the
you really
beach.
were. You really were. But I'm glad you did indoor first, because the most talented sand players are the indoor guys. Like,
In the U.S., yes.
yeah. Oh, 100% in the
Yeah.
U.S. Well, and international, again, it's about coaching,
Yeah.
and it's not exactly a growth mindset and positive reinforcement style in Latvia and Russia.
I mean, they're pretty good, so maybe they know something.
They
So.
know that no championship team exists exclusively on happy feelings and thoughts and
Yeah.
beating someone half to death in a single-sex environment. Right? So, yeah. You're not going to find a whole lot of coaches that are going to be like, it's okay.
Kind, yeah. Yeah.
You're picturing in your head like little girls running away crying, right?
Yeah.
So MB Surf,
I did play there my 18th year.
who's your coach?
It was the Boles, Parker Bole, Davis Bole.
Oh, Davis Bole.
Yeah.
Good club.
Great club.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Premium club, as I like to call it.
You know what I like about them? The coaching staff has this level of arrogance that gets totally ignored.
Yes.
That gets totally ignored because their love.
And
for
so do the players. It leaks into the
Yeah.
players.
Oh, until they get spanked, right? Until they
Earned.
realize
It's
after they
earned.
graduate, I'm like, wow, nobody heard of NB Surf. No one cares, right? Like, look, I'm a theater performer. You think I'm gonna put my high school play on an audition? No.
No.
No, but what I was gonna say was it gets overlooked because their unconditional love for the sport.
Yeah.
Like, give me the cockiest guy or the most humble guy in the world.
And
when
knowledge.
like you, when you see a volleyball, you might be holding your girlfriend's hand, and you didn't even know you let go of your girl's hand. You're walking faster to the court, right? You're infected.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about infection.
Infection for the court, the love. I'll play all day, every day. I mean, before the tournament, and after the tournament. I go international. The kids love to play with the players afterwards, and I love it. It's great.
Right. At what point, and this will be the last indoor question. We got bigger fish to fry. At what point did you realize, or was there a particular tournament? And I ask a lot of my players this: was there a particular tournament or like a game or a match where you're like, I think I could play D1. I think I could do this, like for real, for real. Was there a particular moment? Was it a high school game? Was it pre-MB surf? Was it?
It was certainly not a high school game because I didn't have a junior year, and that's where most of my physical growth happened.
Right.
It was probably club 17's year. It was just the growth was happening really quickly. And I noticed the trend, and I thought, okay, that trend's just going to keep going up if I keep working like this. Right. So I can do this. I'm meant for it. I just got to show everybody else that I'm going to get there.
Right.
Like it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Oh, so it wasn't, and it wasn't a singular like inciting incident. It was this kind of this gradual build-up thing.
Yeah, I was not there yet, but I knew if I kept on the growth pattern, like I'll get there. I just got to show coaches, hey, just watch the growth pattern. Like I'm gonna be there eventually.
And that's where I'm challenging you in the question, like the beginning of that process. Like a timeline was it was
a Las Vegas tournament. My 17's year, I played for SMBC.
Okay,
if you know who they are.
Yeah, definitely.
I played really, really well. I shocked myself, and I thought, well, I can do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. Come on, man. That's what I was looking for. Mr. Bradford, when you become more famous, you're going to have to do these media obligations. No, I'm messing with you.
I'm learning.
Yeah, but that's what I was looking for. Like, I knew I was going to be a good volleyball player when I was in a gym. And John Dewey High School, or New York High School volleyball is Asian dominated. So when the Asian guys got together and made a team of sixers, they just out-technique you to death. And they're just fearless diggers.
Sounds like
they didn't care about height, right? And when you play Chinese 9-man, when you have like 5 blockers across the board and like 4 defenders that control chaos, it's like they're operating in the matrix. Like you're moving at 3/4 speed and they're moving at regular speed. So I played against them. I just had a bunch of Russian guys that were tall, because high school I went to, next to Brighton Beach, and it's all Russian. And I was learning how to swing. I bought a book called the American Volleyball Association.
By a book, you learned how to swing.
The AVCA. Yep. It was written by Doug Beal, the 84 coach.
Yeah.
And I learned the 4-step approach. There was like fingerprints on the ceiling, right? But I didn't have the bow and arrow, so I was just doing this and this. So I'll show the people look at this and this. And they set me 9 balls. And I just did this. And I hit 9 balls in a row that was clean. And everyone in the gym is chanting USA, USA. And I'm just like,
that's awesome.
They're Chinese. They're Russian. They're cheering for me. So that was my moment. For a high school that, by the way, didn't even have a team. That's
awesome.
Produced 3 NCAA players. And 3 years later, I was playing overseas.
Wow.
3 years later, I was playing for a military.
Now that's a growth pattern.
Yeah. Well, you run into guys who are super athletes, right? Like you played with Tim Baumgren over the weekend.
Oh my gosh.
You look at his body type. Can't you see him on a football
athletic.
field?
Yes.
Can't you see him doing a triathlon?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just an athlete born, athlete built.
I was one of those guys. I was barrel bodied, and my wingspan is 6'8".
Oh.
So I have long arms,
wingspan.
and I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
So we have the same wingspan, which is wild. I don't want to say the R word. Yeah, and
Really
and-
wild.
yeah. So 3 years, I was playing for a military community team. So military physics, they took care of the
Yes.
physical part. So you're in the best shape of your life. You don't fear anything because at boot camp, the army just gets rid of anything. Like any little fear it's just gone, right? You're not scared of dying. You're scared of living. And then from there, I eventually played with a club team in Germany. The plaque is behind you. I won some championship out there, some league that doesn't exist anymore. But did you get to play overseas?
I did not.
Yeah.
So
I
I went.
know they were coming for you though, Derek.
Could I make that happen in the next few months if I switched over to indoor? I think so. I could probably do that, but the beach is where I am right now, and that's what I'm going to do. So I went straight from my freshman year at Hawaii to that summer, starting with USA. Well, the end of the summer, around September, starting with USA, and then last year was my full year, and then this is my end of my second full year. So I went straight from Hawaii to the beach.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no
great.
overseas.
I love it. So you know what? I love the way you tell the story. I mean, it's everybody's like, "Do you want to elaborate on that?" No, you don't have to because you had blinders, right? You're like, "Okay, this is what I don't want to do. This is what I want to do." I'm sure a lot of old school people who are playing on the beach that look at you like, "Son, you made the right decision."
Not at first, but then they, guys like just older beach guys that did the old pattern, which is play indoor your 4 years and maybe a little bit of pro, and then you go to the beach.
Right.
That's still, I'd say, the dominant mindset right now for men's volleyball players is they play their indoor career first, then they go to the beach.
Right.
It's not like international where they decide pretty early on whether they're going to go indoor or beach.
Yeah.
So at first, people were like, hey, why don't you just continue with your indoor, develop as a player, and then you bring those skills over to the beach. But then they saw the rise and they said, okay, that was the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as an OH, I'm sure one of the easier things to bring to the beach was the first contact, right? Like, I mean, we have to go less shooty and more up and down, right? Like, talk to me a little bit about that as someone who's actually on the court and not me talking
Up
about
and down in terms of what?
not shooting the ball to a target where the target's already there, right?
Yeah.
You're not trying to sell out your setter
Yeah.
with something. He's got to glide and still not double it, right? So talk to me a little bit about first hit
actually,
process and any changes and what stayed the same.
I was recruited my 17s year as an outside,
Yep.
but then I played my entire 18s year as an opposite on MB Surf because we had Dylan Klein as an outside, and then Owen Longcar was also a great outside, and they were just in front of me in terms of passing and the responsibilities of an outside.
Right.
So I played opposite for them, and then I went to Hawaii, and I trained as an opposite and a little bit as a middle.
Right.
Not a lot of passing reps after 17's year, but coming to the beach, it is more up and down. And I think it gave me a clean slate to learn to pass to a setting, the option jump set location.
Right.
I wasn't dialed in to the normal up and down passing.
Right.
I learned beach volleyball with the jump set option in mind instead of the guys that kind of grew up with the up and down.
Right.
Yeah. Passing.
Well, I the reason why I said up and down is because if you're thinking about an option, the up and down and the option kind of like takes care of itself, right?
Yeah.
Like most options, I notice they're not selling the option unless someone's, like sometimes you have the sweets pass all the way to the antenna, right? And they're selling the option, and it's like psycho, whatever. And I'm sure that's not something they just worked on the night before tournaments, right? They've
been grinding it for years.
But you're in a special spot because you're in that you're in that era.
Yeah.
Where you're learning from the ground up, and that's something I didn't want to interrupt you. I thought it's something you wanted to talk about a little bit more. Your generation of kids is you figured it out. You figured out the faster release is easier for a jump set because nobody's gonna. Imagine like deep dishing and jump setting. You look like you're playing taps. Remember the game taps where if the ball's in your hands, your feet can't be on the ground. You have to get rid of it. You look like taps. You can't do that. So you're a very good option hitter.
It's one of my strengths.
Yeah. Well, it shined at Seaside, of course, a little bit.
Oh man, it's Seaside sand.
It's jumper sand,
Just
right?
boom. Yep. You don't need a big approach. You can just standing option.
We are 100%. It would be podcast malpractice to not talk about Seaside, either now or in due time.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about you is you give yourself permission to wear your heart on your sleeve. Like, you're not thinking, I want to smile. You're just going to smile. You're not thinking, hey, great shot of this or that. It just is. And this personality that you have on the court that definitely trumps what we're podcasting is really, really, it's real, it's honest, it's believable, it's interesting. And I really think that's where you're going to get a lot of fans. Like, Phil's an introvert, right? Phil's one of those guys that lets us play, do the talking, and you could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But the caveat with someone like Phil is, in order for him to sell, he has to be the best of the best. The best introverts that we remember in the history of our game are the best ones. Karch is an introvert.
Yeah.
He had to be the best, right?
Partain.
Yeah. Miles Partain, right? Miles Partain, we can have a player of the year conversation every year, and he's in that conversation, if not the one we pick.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Yeah.
He's very, very good.
Yeah. Is he the pioneer of your generation?
No, the pioneer of our generation is Amon Helvig. You said that we figured out the jump set, tempo, swing outside. No, the Swedes did, and they showed everybody that they could do it. And now everybody's copying them because if you're undersized, you can make it doing that style.
Right.
And having a 40-inch standing vertical, Helvig. But they showed undersized can work with option jump set.
Right. Well, I think once they've established that undersized are the ones that wins and win the MVP awards anyway, let's make it special, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it very, very odd in this land of giants like yourself, right? Taylor Crabb's in that conversation. Miles Partain, before he became a little bit bigger, right? He made the first main draw.
I'd even say Trevor is smaller. No,
right?
Yeah.
But no one calls him smaller when he's at the net. He plays big.
Yes.
Does anyone who calls Trevor undersized at the net? Right?
No, but he's still a great blocker. But in international beach volleyball, he's on the smaller side and physically. It's so funny.
Yeah. You know, he was on the podcast, and I wasn't trying to catch him out there. I said, Trevor, you're the best player in the world. He goes, yes. And then looks at me like, like I know what you just did. I'm going to ask you that the second time you come on this.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah. But is this something that you look at retrospectively in regards to just letting your personality and letting cool things happen on a court on its own? Is this something that you watch a video and be like, that's cool, or is it just on to the next tournament?
In terms of a personality?
In terms of just self-diagnosing, like, is my wave too big or is it right? Do you know what I mean about big waves? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last year, especially in the beginning, I was kind of deciding on a personality on the court because I noticed guys have different personalities when they play. So I was like, okay, I have to pick one. I have to be somebody and like have an identity. So I kind of experimented with tournaments. I'd like not say anything, trash talk a little bit. That didn't go great. And then it was just kind of mixing it up, finding the right mix. And then I realized if I just don't try to do anything and let it happen naturally, that's where I play the best, and that's where the best character will come out. Like in Seaside, it was just, there was no filter telling me what to do. I just did whatever happened. It was an honest.
I got video footage.
And that clip that came out yesterday, it was just watching myself have ridiculous celebrations.
I've been finding the clip that looked like this, so I finally went to YouTube and found like the full video. But I think the play where everyone's talking about is the first play of the match.
First play, so good.
And we can pick our poison. Diego Perez has one. And,
thank you, Diego.
And Seaside Productions has one from the other angle. So
I haven't seen that one.
And I'm interested in showing both because it's not like we're going to watch an entire video. We're just going to watch what we affectionately refer to as the first play of the game, right? I'm going to do a top five plays of the year, and it's in my top 5 plays of the year. It's just ridiculous. Like everyone had like an important touch with your, of course, with your finish. Red Bull Ranch. I was looking for that Red Bull Ranch shot where you hit one and you bounced it.
Over, yeah.
But even if I found it, the camera angle doesn't show.
It doesn't show it, no.
Yeah. And me, I'm doing a documentary because I was doing 15-second clips. And I'm like, really? I want to record the one before that play and the one after that play. Really? Derek, can you do that for me again? Derek's like, buy another ticket.
If you said that, I would have tried it. Like if somebody yells something at me, I'll probably try it.
So let's go to Diego Perez. Let's go to his video first. DJ, spin that. Let's go. Oh, no. We can't go to this one first. We got to go to the one that has the that starts with the sky ball though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We got to go to that one. So Diego Perez has 2 of them. Let's see if this is definitely it. No, dummy.
It's
it.
Not at the beginning.
Okay, Seaside. Oh, I got one. Full match. There's one that says full match.
There we go.
But Taylor started with a sky ball, and I wanted that. There we go. You like, to quote the great Apollo Creed, you said, "This time, stay down." You stay down, you chump.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said on the mic, too.
Oh, no, what I said, I did say that once. But what I said on that play, I was like, so, what's the second play of the game going to look like? Right. Because that was, guys, for everybody watching, that was the first play of the game. So this is a different angle. And this is pretty cool. All right, DJ, spin that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your two.
Now that's the real MC, dude.
I need a miracle.
Dude. Guys, for everybody watching, this is the first play of the game. It's just a great stab, right, Derek?
So good, that tipsy.
And you caught him high with that balloon ball. Woo. Now, there were a lot of on-2 plays. In fact, like 2 plays later, he did an on-2, and you like hit him on the foot, and he just kept running like, okay, nothing you can do about that one. So, I can't be talking more than you, dude. Give me something, because we're going to go back to skill set in a minute.
Okay.
But give me something that you remember, or maybe 1 or 2 things you remember about that tournament. You could definitely start from that finals if you want. The microphone is yours, my friend.
The most, okay. It was the quarterfinals, semifinals, and obviously the finals match were so good. There's a lot of tournaments you'll play in where those matches aren't the best ones, and it was great that tournament, it got better as it went on. Like, we played really good in the quarterfinals. Such a good game. It wasn't on the center court. It was against Gage and Thomas. Oh, my gosh.
You were killing at that tournament.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. And I've played them 100 times, beat them once. So, expectations going into it, pressure going into it, so many people right next to the court heckling, great environment, and just super fun game. And we played lights out. They played really good, too. The recording of that game is just as fun as the finals game. And then the semifinals game got even better.
Yeah, that was
against Diego
and God, what was that guy's name? Harthaler.
Alex
who
Harthaler.
was a ridiculous jump server and blocker that game.
He was jump serving lights out. So I had to show him like who could jump serve better. It was firing that day. It was firing that day. But that game was even better than the quarterfinals, and then the finals match was even better than that, and it was crazy.
Well, what I got from that tournament, and I could talk about me all day, but we ain't talking about me today. We talking about you. What I got from that tournament, and I don't mean to wear your emotions for you, but I was on center court emceeing, and I had a very wide lens because it was my first time there, and
Oh.
they allowed me to make mistakes in this until I found my niche, and everyone just we just fell in love with each other.
Yeah.
And now I'm back every year. Thank you, Dave Shaw.
Awesome.
You're one of the best MCs I've ever met in my life. And
He's great.
I wouldn't have been out there if it wasn't for you. So mad love. And my wife told me to only go where people want me there. They wanted me there. They want me back. And that's all I got to say about that. But from you, this is what a lot of people don't know that they said in the heading. Your partner got injured.
Yes.
Evan
In the
Corey on
semis.
match point on the semis did enough to
It
win
was
the
not
match.
point. It was before match point, but they didn't figure it out that he got injured, so they kept serving me. Yes,
Oh,
I know.
like, come on. You can talk about it now. Come
It
on.
wasn't that early in the second set, but it was several points before the end of the set. But they kept serving me, and it worked out. Or I think they served him one ball, but I optioned it.
Right.
Something like that. It worked out, and we were able to pull it out. But after he dove, he didn't say anything to me. He just kept playing through. But after the game ended, he was clear, like, I'm done.
Right.
We're not playing in that.
Well, from what
Fine.
I was seeing from the stage, you guys shook hands, and I'm like, all right, these guys are going on to the finals, and you see like Corey just take his shirt or a ball, and he threw it to the ground as hard as he could, and I'm like, that's not consistent with somebody who just won. Something just happened. Yeah. So it happened the point before match point.
It was 2 or 3 points before match point.
Wow, dude. Man, and you didn't know?
I didn't know. He didn't say anything to me.
Is he an absolute freaking tough as a $2
Is he a
steak?
tank? Yes.
The dude is, he's Kenner
He's gonna
born,
win.
man. He's Kenner born, Louis Nola raised. I mean, that's there is a throw those kids in the deep end and you swim or you drown. There is that mentality, right? Yeah. And we're also talking about a guy. I don't know if you remember Corey, that story where Corey didn't qualify for Atlanta.
I don't.
He missed the main draw in Atlanta, lost to Avery Drost.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just drinking beer and crying and being a little baby about it, no, he gets on a plane to try to get to Seaside. He misses his connecting flight, has to get a second flight, and their flight lands him in the wrong airport in the wrong state. They rent a car, they drive up there, and they literally got thrown on. It was almost like it was like if you got hungover, like all of your friends just lifted you up and threw you on the court, and they lost the first set. And they ended up winning Seaside.
Winning the tournament.
Which, by the way, was a bid for Chicago.
Really?
Yes, back then.
Was it still AVP back then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was because it was a AVP. And I do remember the year. It was that year, it was 2021, and the year after, because the Partains played together. And they semis gave him a bid, but Miles was already committed, couldn't play. So him and his brother Marcus. I think Miles optioned 80%. I mean, pass 20 feet off. No problem. Yeah. Pass to the net. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, God, let's stay with this a little bit. I was calling you Derek Hatford because every time you took a swing, your hat fell off.
Oh, yeah, the hat.
And you're just like, cool. Hat falls off. Cool.
Every single time. And every tournament, that happens. And then somebody comes up and says, hey, we made a drinking game out of your hat. Oh, really? What is it? Every time your hat falls off, we take a drink. Every single tournament, somebody comes up with it.
This is why everybody in Seattle was sloshed.
Yeah.
Think about it. I could play that tape back again just for the audience to appreciate how energized and galvanized and magnetized the crowd was.
So fun.
Was that crowd one of the more electric? I mean, you've already played international. I mean, you've had a busy 2 years, my friend. Yeah. Talk to me about the crowd and talk to me about how they received you.
Best crowd I've ever had.
Yeah.
Played with.
Yep.
Interactive, do whatever you want. The environment is just open. Mm-hmm. I mean, the barrier is there for a show.
Right. It's just there.
Keep people,
Well, what I liked about them is they gave me permission to open the fourth wall and the 3 wall stage.
Yeah.
Came out there. I see a hat. So I'm like, wow, that's a nice hat. I got a wireless mic. I walk across the court. Where you from? Minnesota. So it was
Yeah.
one of those things where they loved us and we loved them back. Got a lot of autographs that day. A lot of pictures.
A lot of photos, yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of audience stuff after. And then you got the boardwalk right there that people can just walk up and see. And then you got all the hotels in the background. People are standing on their balconies.
It's like de facto bleachers,
It was
right?
crazy, yeah. It's the perfect setup.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the sand bleachers are awesome. Everybody loves them.
Yeah. Hey, and educate our audience, right? Sand bleachers. For those of you that have never been to Seaside, they basically make mounds of sand and make it into this hill, and they jam the hell out of beach chairs into it. So where it looks like stairs or whatever, it's not stairs. It's sand. It is original. It's genius. And as we both can attest, it's intimate.
Yes.
And I loved it, and so did you.
Yeah.
I think I signed my first autograph there. They're like, but you have to.
yeah?
Yeah, they said, but you have to sign it Hater J. Because that's what they were calling me. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
Hater J.
yeah. Well, this is kind of like my podcast trademark. So,
Yeah.
But I got an Aloha hat from Richard Hiskey, like the Aloha guys. And the hats are made out of volleyball leather panel, like from the top flights from the old balls. So they took the old balls and made Aloha, the letters, out of volleyball panel. So I went to the crowd just so I could get a little love. I'm like, how do you guys like this hat? And everybody's like, and I was like, good, then F this hat. And I took the Yankee hat, frisbeed it, and
Whoa,
everyone
the
goes,
Yankee hat.
yeah, like that, because people hate this hat.
Yeah.
So when they saw me say, then F this hat, whoosh, everyone said, yeah. So,
They loved everything.
yeah, that was great.
Every little thing.
Oh man, how can we talk about something as cold as skill set after talking about something as warm as Seaside?
Yeah.
Let's go back to your skills. One of the skill set questions I wanted to ask. Actually, we got a live question here by Aaron Wexler from Within the Game podcast. Hey, by the way, great episode with Terrence Howard. That's our guy, Aaron Wexler. Yeah, Terrence Howard on his episode. I'm just like, what?
Whoa.
Yeah, he's the guy from the movie Hustle and Flow. How are you creating a brand for yourself out there?
That is a question for the second podcast.
Gotcha.
Currently working on something, but I'm not going to release it yet.
Man, trap question. What would you like to see for an AVP tour next year?
What would I like to see?
For an AVP tour next year? You wouldn't say no to more stops, I guess, right?
I wouldn't say no to more stops. Yeah.
Yeah. Or wait, a specific stop.
Come on. You got to bring it back to Hermosa.
Thank you.
Everybody wants it.
Your camera's right there. Say it again.
Everybody wants it. You got to bring it back.
There it is.
Yeah. Not that we didn't figure it out. Mark Paul Louis, shout out. He's awesome for making that happen. But everybody wants the AVP Hermosa.
It is. If Manhattan Beach is the Mecca, then Hermosa's the hotbed.
Yeah.
We all live here.
Everybody's here.
Yeah. Where do you live? You live here?
It was a 5-minute bike ride away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're both a 5-minute bike ride from the pier.
From the pier.
Yeah.
Where all the players train in Hermosa Beach. You got to have an AVP here.
Yep.
This is like the birthplace.
You got to give them a home game. That's what you're trying to say. You got to give us
home advantage. Come on.
Look, I'm New York biased. So I'm always going to say, the league was in New York and it was a smashing success. They made a decision to build a smaller venue because smaller is more intimate.
Yes.
But the free pass, there's an overpass in Central Park.
I saw that.
Bridge.
Yeah, I saw the videos.
There's like 300 people.
People loved it. They loved that.
And at night, now you've been to a lot of places. Now you Let's talk to me about night games. How cool is like being at a place like New Orleans that's hot as during the day, but you got that cool wind after the sunset and the lights are on, the restaurant's there, nobody's going home. Talk to me about like an example of one of your favorite night venues, and just talk to me about that.
Easily my favorite was in Mexico, the Norseca that I won with Evan. We played 3 night matches in a row, back to back days,
right?
Not back to back games. The crowd was awesome. The production was crazy. They had a super cool stadium. I think it was open to everybody, so filled up. And then the lights were going crazy. Introductions. It was so fun, so fun. Yeah. I mean,
and for Norseca, that was
you do this crazy play, and then the lights are going crazy. It was really fun. Yeah.
I loved it because Norsecas are usually not known for that.
Yeah.
They're notorious for not having their esh together.
Yes.
And when I saw
and
the intros, I saw the lights, the MC, the guy who was like the MC, like I ain't picking up for my events, but for like energy and enthusiasm, like the guy, he outdid freaking Geeter at look, respect to you, Geeter, but you were, I don't know. I wasn't expecting Geeter to do the worm in Hermosa Beach, but in terms of who was just, I'm a cold fish, all right? Who was better that day? That guy was better that day than Geeter was better that day, period.
That guy was really good, whoever that was.
Yeah, and big shout out to, we were just talking about Seaside. Big shout out to Mark, Hermosa Beach. Big shout out to Corey Brindell from Motherload.
Yes.
And who's our guy? Griffin from Seaside, I think. Those were my 3 wise men this year. None of the events, none of them were for points.
Yeah.
Right? None of them were AVP events or whatever.
For glory.
But they had this idea, and it worked. And honestly, like I would like to just for them to do like a 3-stop series for whatever with Hermosa, with Hermosa being the finale. How about whoever wins Motherload gets a bid? At Hermosa, whoever wins Seaside gets a bid.
That's a good idea.
What are you thinking? Your wheels are turning. Your wheels are turning. Come on, you're not just good looking, you're smart too, man. You have symptoms of intelligence. Your wheels are turning. You like that idea?
Yeah, somebody's got to pitch it to Mark.
Yep.
That'd be a good idea.
I did.
Although I've never been to Motherload.
I
got to do that one. It
is beautiful. You're playing and the mountains are in the background. It looks like you're in Switzerland. It's country music or concert weekend that weekend. So everyone's there. So the nightlife is good. I found a place to sing karaoke. Occasionally I get my dance on. Like I'm a guy that says he doesn't like clubs, but
yeah, right.
When I'm there, you're like, wait, that's the guy you said it doesn't like clubs. It's very intimate. The Bassies are always there. Skylar's always there. And you have some great local talent that I think you could beat anyway, but they will present problems because you don't have a scouting. When you have a scouting report on some of these unknowns, and
it's got some high altitude.
Yeah. The Masters tournament is good. You have 50-year-olds going like horizontal 1 second after the ball hits the
they have one of those there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, Derek, the reason why I like you is because you play something called get after at volleyball. There's some players that have a line over, player takes a step, you got me. I don't want to see that. I'm 55. I can do that. All right? When you're covering, when there's a bad pass and you're compete setting and you set tight, you get your behind up and cover. All right? I don't want to see someone on the ground hoping for the best.
If I can remind myself.
Yes. But I'm 55.
Yeah.
If you see me on the ground, right, you get it.
Yeah.
You're like, that's Jason. He's like, he only looks like he's a creepy 30. He's 55. So.
I would have never guessed that, by the way.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. I stay out of the sun. I don't step in
the
I try not to step in the BS. And you got a wife who's kind of like smart enough for the both of you. Mm-hmm. And you see her working out all the time. You're like, all right, fine, dude. She's the kind of girl that does like 3 sit-ups. Like, oh, look at my 6-pack. And you're just like, we hate her.
Annoying.
All right, fundamentals. What was the most, one of the fundamentals that, if easy is a word, that transitioned the easiest from indoor to the beach? In terms of passing, setting, serving, blocking, hitting, and the sixth fundamental, which I forgot. Which one
Oh, man.
translated the one
The
the easy?
easiest?
If there's, it's such a bad word, right? Easy. What's
Yeah.
that? Right?
No,
Was it?
I
Was it the
understand
block?
what you're saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't blocking. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And maybe setting. It's got to be setting or passing.
Yeah.
Especially coming from Hawaii, we did a lot of. I mean, I don't know what the other schools do, but
Right.
in my experience, we did a lot of out of system setting, a lot of out of system bump setting. And when I go to set a ball, I still have the memories of when I was building that motion, that skill.
Yeah.
From like a cross court set, I'm kind of imitating that movement I learned at Hawaii. It's just the high. My hands are pretty fast, so I'm still doing that set style. But I'd say that's the most common thing that translated over.
Did blocking seem more liberating? Knowing that you didn't have to worry about blocking lanes and worrying about helping out the middle and all that stuff.
I mean,
Was there a little bit more liberty? Like, wait, I give myself permission to go after the hitter a little bit more?
there's liberty, but it's way harder than blocking indoor. I think blocking indoor is easier
Right.
because you don't have as much of an expectation to block them indoor. You put up the block, and if they do a good swing,
If they're in system, right.
yeah, if they're in system, I mean, it's really tough because you don't even know what set they're gonna get.
Right.
But on the beach, there's only two of you, so you put more responsibility on yourself to have an effect as a blocker. So you have more liberty to move around, but it's way harder to guess right and read the shoulders. It's really hard to read the shoulders of a beach player. And then, like, making the block, in my opinion.
Right.
Obviously, I'm very new, and
Yeah.
somebody that's more experienced might think something different. But
Well,
learning it, that's what I think.
yeah, right. Right.
I still have a lot to learn, so maybe in a couple months I say, oh yeah, the blocking was the easiest part to translate. But right now it's pretty tough.
Well, I only ask that because I have a conversation with several bigs and what we call bigs, guys like you.
Yeah.
And they all kind of said the same thing. Like I had KJ way back when this podcast was whatever. Remember Chris Johnson?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I just felt like, wait, I get to like stand in front of someone and I get higher than the hitter does in their approach.
Yeah.
And of course there's levels to that, right? We cited that as a pretext.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And blocking technique, I think you just need to listen to one coach or two that have a kind of a similar philosophy and go with that. Because everybody, listen, you're up in this game, everyone going to have an opinion. Son, you got to do it this way. You got just like,
Everybody has an
and you're very polite because your mama raised you well, but you can't be listening to everybody, right? Like
No.
me, my blocking philosophy is ball, hitter, ball. Ball, making sure they're not option. Where the ball's go, the hitter, boom. And once I see what a hitter is, I just go ball again because the hitter can do this, right? The hitter can do this, and you have to make this decision. Like, okay, I'm committed to this zone, and at some point, my digger has to have some responsibility, or maybe you have this relationship with your partner. He's like, I know you said one, but if you see something else,
Yeah.
Well, let's start with Jake. Do you and Jake kind of have that relationship a little bit where are you just still feeling that out?
Obviously still feeling that out. That's a really complex thing to have. That comes after years and after a lot of playing together.
Knowing your partner, yeah.
Yeah.
And your partner being able to
Especially
forgive you.
with the defender.
Yes.
Seeing the blocker and what they're going to do and understanding what they're going to do in that position. I mean, that comes after so many reps.
Right.
That's like Christian Sorum, Anders Mole. Sorum has said, like,
Yeah.
oh, I see he's going to do this thing, so I know I have to do this thing.
Yep.
That's-
I have. Wow.
I mean, I don't know what
Yeah.
Evan is thinking when he's watching me block. Maybe he is already thinking that.
Right.
But for me, I'm kind of blind because I'm making my decision,
Right.
and he's got to read off of me.
I totally understand that
Yeah.
because the longer you play with a partner, two things happen. There's a trust system, right? Like if I'm playing with you and I'm the kind of player that wants you to commit, right? Like let's say I tell you to block one, right? And you decide to four block and then he hits hard one,
Yeah.
right? And my other partner's going to be like,
Yeah, what the heck?
what you doing, man? You know, or my other partner's going to be like, hey, you know, you saw something I didn't.
Yeah.
Next play, right?
Yeah.
And in terms of Mullins.
Because then you make the read and then they say, oh, nice.
Yes.
What a play.
Just the way we drew it up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like in terms of Mullins and Sorum too, they have something called volleyball clairvoyancy, right? Like I've seen Christian Sorum run to the back line because somehow he knew Anders Moll's touch was
Yeah.
going to go all the way there. And he's already on his way there. And he's trying to do something transitionable, if that's a word, you know, for the three.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch games like that, and you're like, how did he know?
It's just
How did he know?
years of watching him do what he's doing.
Yes.
And game plans, obviously.
Yeah, it's like clairvoyant. You know
Yeah.
that girl, Claire? Do you know clairvoyant?
No.
No, you don't.
I honestly thought you were saying a word
I
that
know.
described it, and I had no idea what that word was.
I know you sitting there like, Jay, I don't talk about girls that I don't know. We ain't having no conversation about girls I don't know. Do you know Claire? Do you know clairvoyant? Let's talk about some of the fundamentals that were what we would call more tedious.
Okay.
As far as transitioning from indoor to the beach, right? It's weird because you covered a whole lot on the easy things. What's left that's hard? Is it
Everything?
Would it be yeah? It's like all the same things, Jay.
Everything's hard.
I'll give you
Everything's easy. Everything's hard because there's levels.
right.
The clearest thing that didn't transition is the option and the jump set,
Right.
because that you don't do that indoors. Like you pass, you set, you attack, you do your approach, you get outside wide, but you don't option indoors. You don't jump set indoors, as an outside especially, or an opposite even more. So, and the shots. Like I didn't do a whole lot of shots indoors. So learning those shots and just getting the feel of the ball. Still doing that. We'll always be doing that. That's a hard thing to be learning. And not doubling the ball. I do set quicker, but indoors you can just chuck it.
Right.
Who cares about the spin?
Right.
Beach, I try to do that, but I got to make sure it comes out clean. So that was also a thing that was hard to transition over. Passing in general is just hard.
Right.
Passing float serves.
Yeah.
Passing a good jump serve.
I mean, a lot of people say jump serves are easier because you're not thinking, you just have to react, right? And it's weird because the ones that say that's easier, when it's time to pass it, they don't pass those either. But
Yeah.
but you're right. Is I think the float serve is more from the neck up. It's muscles between your ears. I think if you're on a court by yourself, you could probably get any float serve in one move, considering your frame. Right. If you're using, unless you're
It's
trying
just
to midline.
reading,
right?
reading it and
Yeah.
knowing where it's going to go is the hard part.
Right.
And then we're not even including the wind in that. Then you bring in the wind and it's a whole different game. But obviously you can adjust where your passing is to focus on which side the wind is worse at.
Isn't that ironic too? Like indoor, there's no wind, there's no sun.
There's no wind, no sun.
And the chuck could do whatever it wants. But here you got all these conditions, and it
Yeah.
has to be like this immaculate set. So, transition setting I thought would be your answer too as well.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
I'd say the wind is the thing that trips up indoor players the most.
Yeah.
Zephyr Dew and I played against Cooper Robinson and Alex Knight.
Alex Knight. Yeah.
They would kill us indoors. They're insane indoor players, but we played them in decent wind, killed them
That was
because
it.
they just don't. They're not in the wind, and
Yeah.
when an indoor player comes out, they don't know what to do.
Yep.
The ball's going to move. They don't know how to adjust the set and their approach to it, and adjust their passing. And then even when you plan for it, then the wind stops. And then you're like, what? I planned for the wind, and now there's no more wind, and now we're screwed again. That's the biggest battle for indoor players.
Yeah, I like that. And setting too. Like the reason why some big players are seeked out more than others, it's not about their ability to hit, it's their ability to set their partner, right? Phil Dahlhauser, who's just inducted into the Hall of Fame last week, you were there,
Yes, I
right?
was there.
We were there together. I think his ability to set Todd won the gold, right? He wasn't optioning a whole lot back then. The option came later with Nick. And yeah, you have to be able to set your partner when you know you're not going to be served. Be the best setter in the world, which he was called the best setter in the world because he had to set. I'm optimistic, if not hopeful, you're going to be in that similar category. But
Hope so.
I just think you're having too much fun hitting on two. You're like, Jay, we're going to eliminate the middleman here.
Yeah. You don't have to hit. I can hit for you.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. King of the Beach, KOB in Clearwater.
So
You got caught on some not ready stuff, right? You were you the 10th? Were you called in last minute, or was that Evan?
yes,
Someone dropped
because
out.
Andy dropped out.
Right.
And I got the call the night before the day like the activity started.
Right.
So 2 days before we played, 9 p.m.
Right.
It's like, hey,
Yeah,
somebody dropped.
Sure.
I'm available.
Yeah.
I want to go out there and get those reps and play against those guys at any opportunity.
You gotta love the SOB guys, right? They really find ways to make it intimate, make it familiar. There's always business opportunities when it comes to
Yep.
SOB, south of the border vacation.
And it's super fun.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way.
By the way, we're going to have a great time.
Right. And you did.
Yes.
You did.
Great time.
Yeah.
A lot of volleyball.
I wasn't there the second day. I had some obligations which hopped me on the plane back here. Was it a chance for players to play with pros? What was happening the second day?
Yeah, it was a lot of people just playing with us. Just
Okay.
kind of mix in games. Games to 11 mostly. Switch up partners. Play again. It was a lot more players playing together.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you
Sponsors
consider
and-
doing SOB, like a vacation with one of those guys? I feel
think
I'm
so.
not, dude. I'm not like the SOB advocate here. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd probably go if I got invited to one.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Tom
Players love it,
Davenport.
so I'd go to one.
Tom Davenport is one of my most loved people and a hater at the same time. He listens to this, so he's the guy that founded it, came up with the idea, and I think
Tom.
they're running like 25 years right now.
Yeah,
I went to one.
And Steve Devlin.
Yeah, I went to one, and I did an indoor versus beach pro with John Mayer, and Ty Tremblay
I know the names. I don't know
and
the
Mark
face.
Cairns. Well, John Mayer is the head coach at LMU.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I know.
And to me,
him
he's
from.
the best. Actually, he's the best NCAA. He's the best coach in NCAA.
Oh,
And he's a top 3 coach on the West Coast. Like, I got him. I got Jeff Alzina, who's at Santa Clara, but he was Stein's assistant. And I got I like Todd. And I like for all around purposes, I like Dane, because when you're at USC
yeah.
and the whole concept of if you don't win the whole thing, it's a failed season. It takes a certain kind of personality to have to deal with that. The alumni and just all of these, all these people that come with that. So it's not just coaching volleyball. I'm sure the safest place Dane feels is on the sideline, right?
Yeah.
You ever feel that way sometimes? Like sometimes, the pressure, the anticipation. No?
No, put me on the court.
That's what I'm saying. The place where you feel the most free, like the
yes,
most
yes,
liberated.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the court.
Cool. Dude, I am not going to keep you for more than an hour. Okay. This is your first time. And my followers know that we've had some marathons.
I'm here to
but-
talk. No worries.
All right, good. Good. So I finishing with SOB.
Okay.
They hire or invite certain types of players. As far as, I'm not going to say integrity, but as far as like personality, where they enjoy the atmosphere, but then not like, what's the word? Irresponsible. Like, look at everyone they invited. Billy Allen, right?
Yeah.
TKN, Evan Corey, Savvy Simo, right? Bill Kalinsky, Kelly Kalinsky. And the reason why I asked you is because, like, I think you kind of fit that mold. I'm not gonna pretend to know you, but you strike me as a person of high integrity, a person whose mama raised them right, that allowed you to like make your mistakes, find your way, and you're still finding your. I'm not saying you're there, right?
Yes.
You're still I don't want Say kid, a young man. You're still a young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still learning.
All right. International ball. What's one of the more intriguing places you've been to? We talked about Mexico a little bit. Talk to me about one of the other two stops and who you played with.
I mean, if you're going intriguing place,
Yes.
India.
India.
India. That's definitely the most intriguing place I've ever been.
No, look at me. No study. Didn't do my homework. India.
Yeah. So intriguing. I probably would never go back. But it was a crazy place to see and experience.
Where in India?
Where was it? It was on the East Coast, a little more southern. I don't remember what the tour stop was called.
Okay.
It was a challenge.
Yep.
Chennai, India.
Why was it a challenge?
No, it was an FIVB challenge tournament.
Okay. He's like, dude, that trip sucked, Jay.
It was a challenge. It was a challenge. It was hard traveling all the way across the world and then readjusting to the time and learning how to operate in a country with not a lot of first world things.
Right.
So that was a learning curve, and obviously playing against guys at that level, that was my first challenge. We were just in the qualifier.
Right.
We were bottom of
With
the
who?
qualifier.
With
Zephyr.
Oh, Zep.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those guys are all really good at volleyball.
Yeah. I like Zep. Zep is another guy that's young and so good at so young. He gets so good so fast, right? He had to figure that out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zep, one of my challenges, because I coached him in Frank Field in a qualifier, and Zep, I felt like I messed up that kid's head bad. Like, I am one of those guys, as you can see the way I talk, some people, they love it, they take it all in, and some people, it's just way too much information.
Yeah.
Where they might suffer from something we call paralysis through analysis. Right? You get so much information, you just
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I
Takes a lot,
coached
though.
Jeff for 5 stops, and we have that relationship where Jeff's like, all right, too much information. And then I coach Rafu, he's just like, just boom, 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 boom. Rodriguez, boom, 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 boom. Not Rafi Paulos, but Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Just everything just comes in cerebrally. It's just like sick, you know? Earl Schultz, he's another one of those guys like that. Now, Natalie Miskowski, who played at UCLA. She actually, Manhattan Beach took 9th with Kelly Berlardi.
Oh.
Yeah, just flew. Who knew, right? From the qualifier, right?
Nice.
Main draw, day one, both days, and made it all the way to Saturday afternoon.
Awesome.
And no one, I mean, it's like the best game, the best tournament nobody remembers. I'm like, dude, I wish you had more exposure. Where else? Hey, where else internationally?
My favorite place.
Let's do it.
Tahiti. French Polynesia.
Was it the food?
No, it was how beautiful it was and how warm it was.
Nice.
And,
You're like, dude, I'm getting married here.
oh my God.
I'm doing a wedding here.
It was fantastic, and
Aaron
yeah,
Wicks.
the water was incredible. They didn't actually have the tournament at the beach, and it was a pretty bad tournament, but I had such a great time that I loved it. I loved it.
Was Tahiti also Zepper?
No, it was with Charlie Siragusa.
Saragusa.
Yes,
the
I
New
started.
Yorker,
That
baby.
was my first partner, so we played 2 internationals together.
How about Charlie? This is gonna sound weird, but I since I say what I want, he looks longer and leaner, like physically. Like I thought he was a
I barely
little.
see him.
I don't want to use the word sloppy, but like 2 years ago, I'm just like, if this guy got in a better shape, because there's some people with the body type and they're just in great shape. Like
Yeah.
I'm an MMA fan, like Daniel Cormier never looks in shape. For him, round is a shape, right?
Yeah.
But he's champion in 2 divisions. What's
Right.
up? So, and in my mind, I'm just like, if he was this way, he'd have better beach longevity. And I see something. I guess you're meeting him more recent, but I see something really. He's a New Yorker too, so I'm
He is
invested.
from New York, yeah.
I'm from New York, right? Also, Scott Davenport. He's also a Rochester guy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Therese Cannon.
Scotty. Yep.
Yeah, Rochester. I'm a Brooklyn kid. Flatbush Avenue. He's like, that's my question to you. How does a kid from Brooklyn even get into this? Where does that come from?
I did ask you that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, John Dewey, the high school I went to, my principal didn't believe in sports. So
Okay.
didn't have a team, but we had a guy named Kojak that played for a club team named Creole. It was an all Haitian team and some Dominicans. And they won nationals for adult men's in 92 and like 89. So they were this team of immigrants. And he taught French class. He wasn't even a gym teacher. He was a French teacher. And he's like, I want to do like power volleyball class after school. So I learned some from him, and then the other gym teachers learned, and I learned from them. And I wasn't getting enough. I was like 260 pounds. Like no one wanted to train me. So I bought a book written called the AVCA Handbook, and I coached myself. And then when I dropped the weight and I got good, then other coaches kind of took the reins and ran with it.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, I joined the Army and then played for a military team, a community team. Then went to the Army European Championship, took third. Then tried out for the All-Army team. They flew me to Fort Benjamin Harris, Indiana.
Didn't Jacob Garth play for a military team? I'm pretty sure I remember that.
Yeah.
So that's two people I know that played for military volleyball teams.
Yep. Again, the plaque is right behind you. It's up there. It's at the very top, next to the military one. So see where all the ribbons are and all that stuff? Yeah, the one above that. That's the Hessen-Pfalz League and Frontier League, which was mixed with German and American. But then I went to Hunter, which is Division III. Mm-hmm. And that year we qualified for the EIVA. We're D3, and we qualified for the D1. Just a great squad. They had a guy named Greg Romulus who got 61 kills in a match, still a record.
Wow.
Because it's side out, and you can, that'll never, of course, now that'll never be broken unless you go back to side out. Just a great squad of crazy Haitian and Dominican guys. And, we're all 6'1" across the board, but we you'll love this. We go against bigger teams, redirect block. We're not stuffing anybody. We're redirect blocking, playing it. Outside hitter gets stuff, we cover. Set of 4. Outside hitter gets stuff, we cover. Set of 4. 3 times, and then the third one he gets a kill. It was like death of 1,000 cuts. Our matches would last 2 hours and like 40 minutes or 3 hours. Wow. And we beat Concordia in 5. A big win for a Division III school. We beat LIU, Southampton. We beat Queens College, which is Division II, and we played Princeton tough. It was D1, right? So, and then I went back to Germany, and then at the end of the day, I had a 2-year contract, and I'm good enough or I'm not, and I wasn't good enough. So those that can't do, teach, I mean, look, am I still better than 90% of the population at the time? Yeah, but but that's my volleyball story. Manhattan Beach Open, I played 2016.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to play one before I got too old. I was like 47, and I was like, I don't want people to give me this gladiators in the arena speech. I want to hear, a touchdown, blah, blah, blah. So I played one with Tyler Lucas, local Redondo kid, and got blasted by Jake Rosner and TK Kohler. But yeah, and then from there, Rafu and Kevin McCulloch coached me, and then when they made the draw, I coached them. So we had this exchange. Yeah, nice. They trained me in Temecula. They invited me to Temecula to train, and you ever want to talk about getting ahead of someone that's really smart? Rafa Rodriguez he's one of the best players no one talks about.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. He's a Puerto Rican player.
Okay.
And he won AVP San Francisco with Ed Ratledge. Ratledge is a guy who's more.
I know Ratledge.
Yeah, they won. I was Rafa's analytics coach when they won that. So, and I was his coach from when they qualified for Manhattan Beach. So, but I was just an indoor guy, sitting in the umbrella playing glorified babysitter. I'm just gonna be honest. This is 9 years ago.
Sometimes that's what guys want.
Yes. Right? Less is more, right? Come on, right? I don't know. I don't think Rich Lamborn was teaching Taylor Crabb how to bump.
No, I don't think so.
He's like,
or anything.
No bumping, Jay. You must be out of your bumping mind. Is there? All right, we got another comment. Words of wisdom. Does Derek have words of wisdom for upcoming boys in club and high school in beach volleyball? So I'll translate that. There's some kid that's like, dude, at Seaside, I want to be like Derek Bradford. I'm 15 years old. I'm playing club. Do you have any pointers for me, Derek?
I would say the number one pointer that I would give to anybody when they're learning how to play in a team sport, and this doesn't apply just to volleyball. It's taking responsibility for your own errors, and it's super common especially on the beach when there's only 2 guys on the court, but it's common in indoors 6-man too. You play a game and you finish the game and you're looking at everything that went wrong and everything else that everybody else did wrong. And that's super common on the beach, especially the guy didn't give you a great set, so you're going to get mad at him, or you're just going to think in your mind like, dang, if that set was better, then I could have gotten that kill. Or he didn't pass great, he didn't dig that ball, he didn't do this. Just when you're learning, especially, you have to eliminate all of that. And you just have to look at yourself. Because you're not playing perfect, and if you say that you are, you're lying.
Of course, because you would have won if you did.
Yes, you would have won. So you got to focus on your own mistakes, especially when you're learning. And when you're watching film, you're looking at your own mistakes. And if you have a play where you do everything perfect and your partner makes a mistake, that doesn't give you the right to like get on him. You just realize, hey, I've also made mistakes and he's done everything perfect in a play. I'll just be like, I understand that you weren't trying to do that.
Right.
We're just gonna move on to the next play.
Yeah.
That mindset, I think a lot of guys could use that I know that are learning to play still, and a lot of kids have that mindset of they did something wrong.
You feel
so
like
it messed me up.
And it kind of prevents them from getting out of their own way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
But if they're focusing on themselves, then you now control what happens. You lost by 21-15, and then you say, okay, I made like 6 really bad errors. If I clean those up, we win. And if my partner plays the same and I just clean up what I did, then we win.
Right.
So focus on your own mistakes. You control what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's the number one thing I could give to young players.
That's great advice, because it does save them a lot of heartache and a lot of emotional damage that might be inflicted on by an outside force, but some of it's self-inflicted because they're doing this and not doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Totally.
And they're on the beach. I just have the most experience on the beach, so that's what I'm referring to. On the beach, guys are so worried about, I need that partner. I got to play with that guy. Or I got to get a better partner. If I just have a better partner, then we'll win. Right. Which maybe is true, but
it's yeah.
Yeah, if you get a better partner, you might do better. But also, if you just get better and you play with the same guy, you're also going to do better in that.
I agree.
And it's a better mindset to have, to focus on you getting better rather than just trying to better everything around you that you can't control.
And that answer is golden, because let's say it is about let's say it's about your partner and you're wrong. You're going to have another partner and another partner after that. Mm-hmm. And at what point do you work on yourself? At what point, if it's you and this person and you and this person, when are you going to ask yourself if it's you? Right? You know, right? Look, I'm 55. Don't you think I went through this probably like 5 years of my 26-year coaching and short playing career? So I agree. And the thing I like about this and the value I get from what you just said is the players who want better partners, are the ones I know, are the ones that took their career as far as they can go with the partners they're dealt with. Yeah. Let's talk about Jeff Samuels. In his entire career, at least on the AVP tour, I can't name one partner that was better than him. He's got a legitimate gripe. Look, he played with Sam Schachter at the Motherlode. Okay?
Oh, you really?
Yeah, 2024. And you know what happened? They won. Okay? He played with Ricardo in the Miami Open. They had their own tournament in Miami with Ricardo. And you know what happened? They won. Is it because that Sam Schachter is an Olympian? Of course. Is it because that Ricardo did the volleyball gauntlet, right? One medal for whatever? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think my argument is what? Jeff can't play with nobody good? He can't have nobody good? He can't have nobody good. That's what you're trying to say. He can't, right? It's like if he loses, he ain't good enough, but if he wins, it's because of his partner. He can't have so, but you know what I'm saying? So that's an example of not what you're talking about, but someone that his whole career, he's always been the better of his partners. And he has earned the right to say, when do I get some love? But when you're talking about something that's broader, I don't mean to use it as a straw man argument.
No, yeah.
But because you're talking about something much more important than the fun we're having with Jeff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the less this, more this. Yeah. Do you know what I do? And I encourage all club coaches to do this. We did this at LMU when I was John Mayer's assistant. At the end of practices and the end of the games, like if we're playing together, sometimes the coach should be there, and sometimes we do this by ourselves. Or like John would be like, Derek, what's one thing you thought Jason did well? And you're like, you know what? He was actually pretty good with the stabs, one arms, and I thought like the timing of his serves were good. And the next question is, Jason, what's one thing you want to do better? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I need to, after the pass, I need to look across the court and lock in my peripherals. I want to do that better. And then he says, Jason, tell Derek one thing you did well. Oh, you're a blocking machine. I thought your right hand, I thought your press is better. And from the last game of this or whatever. Then he's like, Derek, give me one thing you want to do better. So we call that the exchange, because the exchange allows you to self-diagnose and also allows your partner to encourage that.
I don't think they ask, what's one thing you did wrong?
No.
Usually, I think that's pretty uncommon.
No, right. What's one thing that for me, it's one thing I like.
Tell me something
and for
you
you,
did wrong.
it's one thing you want to do better.
Yeah.
So that's the exchange. So it's my encouragement, and then you, like you said, self-accountability. Mm-hmm. So it's encouragement, accountability, and John's a freaking genius. I have more coaching experience than him, but that dude, I was in the head of a genius when I was with him. Yeah. A lot of people don't like him coaching him because it requires too much work. The guy, there's a lot of reading material. There's a lot of detail that everybody's like, can I, this is too much. Do I get to just play? So that's been like the caveat against him. But NCAA finals, right? LMU played TCU.
Yes.
Right. And Hector's a good coach too. And yeah. Who's coaching USA or with you? Or who travels with you?
Nobody.
Just the players?
Well, I'm not the official A1 national team yet.
Okay.
So I don't have a mainstay coach that goes to tournaments.
All right.
Like Miles, the only guys that I know of that consistently do are James Came. Maybe they don't. I don't even know if they have a guy that consistently goes with them, but I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
James Came, Miles Chase, Miles, and Andy.
Yep. Cool.
And yeah.
Yeah, you are going to have a lot of partners in your career.
I hope not.
I hope not either. Jake, I think it's a good match because I think what Jake was figuring out that led to this year, and where you are just having a good time and just taking this is going to be a good match.
Well, he's coming in because Evan's getting surgery on his knee.
Right.
And then right after Brazil.
His knee?
Not surgery. He just got a PRP.
Oh, okay.
So he's just out a couple weeks rehabbing, getting healthy.
Gotcha.
Because he hasn't had an off season in like 4 years. That dude works.
Yeah, stud.
So right after Brazil, we got the Norseca champs because Evan and I won that bid at Manhattan in that Norseca. So we're going to go to Norseca champs.
Right.
And then start building for next year.
Yeah, I like you and Evan as a team too. But Jake's a good partner because right now, maturity wise, he's a partner where you don't have to deal with your partner. It's again, ask Jake one thing he did that Derek did well. I thought he did that well. Derek, one thing you want to do better. Derek, what's the thing you thought? It's the exchange at the end is great because if you got your butt kicked in practice, you can leave with something. Like if you're in a passing drill and you're assigned a focus or you assign yourself a focus, my focus is hold, right? You can have a bad practice, but you left with the hold. If you're one of those guys that's J-hooking, right? If your focus is straight and simple, just follow through, right? You could get your butt kicked in blocking, setting, transition, and leave. Even a bad practice, you're leaving with something. So I'm trying to preach to you, dude. Just talking. It's my bad.
I'm always learning. I'm open.
Well, for me,
You're a
you know,
coach, you know volleyball?
look, for me, I'm always this the way it's just the way my mind works. As even before I became a 24-year coach, and they could take it or leave it, but I love volleyball and I love talking about it. Let's talk about last good book you read.
The last good book I read is the one I'm currently reading. Haven't finished it yet, but it's Guns.
Is it a secret?
No, it's not. It's Guns, Germs, and Steel.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Super exciting
It's
stuff.
called Guns, Germs, and Steel?
Yeah, it's about it's essentially the history of the entire world, starting at like humans leaving Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
Center of the world, yeah.
Yeah, because it explores the question, why did certain societies develop quicker than others? That's the whole premise of the book. It's the question it's trying to answer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer to the question yet. I haven't finished the book.
Right.
To be honest, I don't think anybody does, and I think that's part of his point in the preface. But really interesting book. I think everybody should read it.
I don't even like to read, and I'm kind of interested.
Tough read. It's a rough read.
Mm-hmm.
Can be pretty slow because he's very methodical and he likes to give examples.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes multiple examples to get this point across that, hey, this happened because of this, and here's another example that supports that. So it can be tough to read through, but super interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to pretend to be an avid reader, but I do like any book written by Scott Horton, highlighting a book called A Fool's Errand.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about what started in the beginning, middle, and the end of the Afghanistan War, the 18-year occupation.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things that people don't know, historical context, just great cross correlation with just good on boots on the ground journalist. And when you have an opinion like that, it's always going to be controversial because it differs from what we as a mainstream collective are trying to feed people. Mm-hmm. And he's saying something different. And it's like, why is he saying something different? And when you have receipts, and if it makes sense to you, it doesn't spoon feed you the answer. It just makes you raise the question. And that's where I think the foundation of critical thinking has. This podcast is about that. This podcast is about you and me spoon feeding answers. You and me having provoking thought and having a good question. And maybe we can answer it together. Like, you ever play Call of Duty? We could do this in co-op mode, or we could do this in versus mode, and the audience can answer it with us, and everybody wins. Yeah. Winning Element, Dionne Shiner, referee Dionne Shiner. Look behind you. She's we're going to talk about that book. I got to read that today, and I don't know. She gives me two books, and she think I'm gonna read in 2 days. And I'm like, man, I don't know about all that. Yeah, I'm not that. No, I don't even. At least you look smart. I don't even look smart. People think I read like that.
I disagree with that.
How about a movie? Is there a certain sports movie that inspires you? Just makes you say, oh man, I feel good about football, or just sports or whatever?
Yes, my favorite sports movie. It's a documentary count.
Of course.
Why can't I think of his name right now?
All right. What was your impulse? Was it the first one?
Yeah, yes. There's inspiring movies like The Blind Side, Remember the Titans, The Miracle. Those are all so good. I watched The Miracle.
Miracle's awesome.
Growing up. Oh my gosh.
Talk about tough love, huh?
Bodybuilder won 7 of them. Most recent, reigning Olympia champ.
I know what you're talking about.
Phil Heath documentary. Phil Heath documentary is my favorite now. So good.
Yep.
And then I'd say Miracle is maybe tied for first.
Impulsively, Prisoner of the Moment. Maybe not my favorite, but the first one that came to my mind is Remember the Titans. I do like Any Given Sunday.
Good. Yep.
Because it shows that athletes are not always your role model in the sense that you want to shape him to be your role model, right? Mm-hmm. And when you look at Winning Time, when Michael Jordan, was that called? No, Winning Time was a Lakers thing. The Michael Jordan documentary, I forgot, during COVID or whatever.
Oh, the Netflix series?
Yeah.
The Last Dance.
Last Dance. The thing I liked about The Last Dance,
so good.
Wasn't it great?
Yes.
Wasn't it? It was just like good. It was like our escapism when we the timing was everything, wasn't it?
So
we're cooped up in the house.
I bet they were holding on to that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, let's wait a little longer.
Yeah.
Actually, let's talk to our governor and make sure we keep people in the house a little longer, where they have to lock into this and watch us. But the thing I liked about that is I have a lived experience through the 90s and Michael Jordan and the concept of be like Mike, right? And when you saw the commercials, you wanted to be like Mike because he can do things on the court that you on your best day can't do. But what he did was inspire you to do things outside of your wheelhouse. Like he did this, like I believe I can fly, or don't let anybody tell you can't do this. And in that respect, I like that foundational role model. And it's translated to other things like, oh, he's not a good role model because he gambles. He's not a good role model because he's on his third marriage. Or he's not as good, he wants to hit someone with a golf club if he loses, or punch Steve Kerr in the face, right?
Yeah.
These are people that wouldn't consider him a role model because they transition the foundational meaning of it.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. If you want to be a saint, go be a saint. All right, we got saints in our game. We got our Jesus rules guys. Diego Perez is a freaking saint. And he's a fantastic human being to be around. And if you want saints, that's your guy. Right?
Yeah.
So, but that's what I liked about that. I liked that series because everyone wanted to be like Mike, and people, even the ones that failed at it, wound up pretty good.
Yeah.
Look, Derek.
The Last Dance was really fun to watch for me, and seeing
Rodman. Rodman's just never good.
Yeah.
Do you have a thought?
All the characters and because I'll hear their names, but I didn't know anything about them really. So that gave my generation kind of the insight as to who these people actually are, and learning about them. And their work ethic's really good. The crazy story about the team going together and how the players were insane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put that up there as inspiring for me.
No.
But really good sports documentary, really fun.
Agreed.
The reason the Phil Heath thing hits closest to me is because he was a football guy. No, he's a basketball guy. Although he could have done football, that dude's huge. Basketball guy, and he goes to college, and it just didn't work. So he stopped playing basketball, had a hard time, and then he found his thing, and then he just worked at it, ascended, and then his whole journey was him, getting to the top and staying there. So,
jeez, my bandwidth. Thanks a lot. Now I gotta watch it, and my bandwidth, right now doesn't permit it. But thank you, Derek. Now I gotta find time, and I gotta watch this.
It's so good.
Yeah, I like that. And sports documentaries, I don't have one right now because I'm still a prisoner of the moment of Remember the Titans. And there's a swimming movie called Pride with Terrence Howard. It's like a black swimming team. Glory Road, of course, the NCAA team that sported the first all-black starting five. Like my mom's African-American and I'm white, so I'm always attached to my African-American side. And I was raised to believe that, and don't take this the wrong way, but white people have a career, black people have a responsibility. So there was always this thing where, like, if someone who was white did the same thing, it's, that they're just cutting loose. But when we do it, it's like, oh, you're ashamed of your race, you're a disgrace to you or whatever. And I'm not saying it's right. Yeah. I'm just saying that there was a time period where the 100-meter dash, you had to run 150 meters. And it goes back to what you said in the beginning. Nobody cares. Either you do it or you don't. And that's why those people were so inspiring. They didn't, listen, they didn't complain along the way, but I'm sure somewhere when they got the mansion, they probably picked up a brick and threw it through their own window when no one was watching. Favorite comedian?
Brian Regan.
I'm like all this smiling.
Maniscalco.
Okay.
Sebastian,
yes, I like
really
Sebastian.
Good, yeah. Jim Gaffigan.
Gaffigan's a household favorite.
So good.
Yeah, I go Chappelle.
My favorite.
Chappelle is just so.
Come on, he's great.
Yeah. When you're a comedian, you have to open up the fourth wall just enough where you keep them, but at the same time where they don't control you.
Until you get older, then there's no more fourth wall.
No, right? Yeah. No, well, honestly, the older ones are the ones because they already had their material.
Yes.
It's the opposite. It leaves them more, Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like someone like Andrew Dice Clay should have been canceled, but he's Mr. Fourth Wall.
I don't know.
See, ain't she sweet? You know? No, but Chappelle will be like, he'll say something, and he'll look dead at you like an audience member, boom, like, and you look back at him,
Yeah.
and it's great. And Gaffigan's got that too. If you're like his long form performances, like I've been watching clips. I guess I asked everybody this, so I'm going to ask you: Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter?
Lord of the Rings. Oh, I'm Lord of the Rings.
There you go. Kyle,
only
did you hear
thing-
that, Kyle friend?
The only thing Harry Potter has, the only thing Harry Potter has over Lord of the Rings is the length and the development of the kids and of everybody in the movies. I
Right.
mean, 7 movies, 8 movies.
Something like that. I don't watch. I mean,
So long, follows the same characters. The only person that changes is like Dumbledore.
Yep.
So good. I love it so much. But Lord of the Rings, that's my
that's
thing.
your jam. Yeah.
That's my thing.
Well, me watching a movie.
I was almost going to be a Nazgul for Halloween, if you know what that is.
Yes.
Can you imagine 6'9" Nazgul walking around?
I was a lawsuit. Or a suit with like legal documents.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was a lawsuit.
That's funny.
I got that from the movie Philadelphia. Denzel Washington went to a Halloween party. He's like, I'm a lawsuit, get it? And he just kept saying, get it? I'm a lawsuit, get it? So I was inspired by that. But I worked in a cardiology practice, so my lazy outfit was just a lab coat, stethoscope. So for Halloween, I would just wear a lab coat, maybe put some face paint on. But yeah, I did administration for a small practice in New York for 17 years.
Wow.
And well, that just allows me to do this. I got a pension waiting for me. I'm good.
That's cool.
My wife is, let's just say she's doing well. Let's just say the amount of money they pay you to talk about money is criminal, but glad I'm on her side. Okay. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up being Captain America.
Oh, good.
Decent. Yeah,
Let's go, Steve
costume.
Rogers.
Yeah.
That's my favorite MCU character. I grew up in X-Men head.
That's my favorite.
More, but the MCU movies have really drew me away from that. But
Yeah.
when this podcast is over, I'll take you downstairs. I have in my Harry Potter closet, I have 11 years worth of X-Men comics
No
from
way.
1983 to 1994. Just all the X titles. I was a big
Oh, that's really cool.
And the reason why is, like, if you knew the concept of the X-Men, they look different. Some mutants, sometimes they look normal, sometimes they look different. They're ridiculed, they're feared, they're hated.
Yeah.
And if you're a kid that's feared and hated because you look different, like I got a little afro here, you identify with X-Men. It's like I'm one of them. So
Easy to connect with.
that's just kind of my thing. Favorite sport outside of volleyball that you like to play or spectate?
I think my favorite sport I like to spectate. Oh, I mean, I love going to baseball games, but it's not always because of the baseball.
Who's your
I
team?
mean, just the Dodgers. Come on.
Okay.
Dodgers. Let's go. World Series back to back. That's great.
Yes. God, I really wish it was the Yankees. I would have loved to come back and lose to you guys a second year. Just we weren't good enough. I'm like, just a little further. If we lose, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite sport to watch? It might be, I think it's 4-man volleyball. 4-man volleyball is so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just the sport itself.
Mm-hmm.
There could be nobody in the crowd or anything. It could be a terrible environment, but the game is going to be super fun.
Yep.
It's always so fun.
It's on every level. Like, dude, Monday and Thursday, I go to like
21st,
where Martha's is
16th.
or 21st or whatever, where like Hav and those guys set up.
21st.
And Jacob actually played his first one.
Labu?
Yeah. Labu, yeah. No, Labu. What do you call him again?
Labubu.
Labubu. We call yo Labubu, Jake. That's my camera. You're Labubu, my friend. Yeah. My favorite spectator is mixed martial arts. I like the UFC. I like.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Bellator.
UFC is great.
Yeah, I like Bellator. I like ONE FC. My favorite fighter is Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse.
He's good.
Watching John Jones though, like some retrospectively, like the homework put in, and being like, I'm not fighting this guy like this. I'm gonna dislocate his shoulder the first round. He's gonna fight me with one arm. Like Teixeira, he dislocated his right shoulder the first round.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Fight the next 4 rounds with his left. Yeah. You remember that match then? Cool.
I didn't watch it live, but I know what you're talking about.
Yep. Well, dude, that's all I got. When you want to come back, I'd like to have you and actually Corey. We could just do a little round table.
Sure.
Yeah. Are you a bourbon guy, vodka or tequila?
I've never drank, and I don't think I will for a while.
Good. Yeah, don't do that. Listen, I grew up on vodka because where I went to high school, it's in a Russian neighborhood, and that's just what they do to kids. However, I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never smoked weed.
Nice.
I've not even like just try it once. Never.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. We're gonna be in a room where we're buzzed off the contact because of who some of our friends are. But
I'm sure. Yeah.
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 All right, so we're gonna head out. Is there like a Insta, little website, anything?
There's an
They want
Instagram.
to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
Derek.
It's just Derek __ Bradford.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Instagram.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this is more of an interview. Next time we have to have a conversation, okay?
Okay.
Because that was Trevor's thing too. Derek might love you guys, but I don't love any of you guys. In fact, I'm out of here. In fact, I don't even want to see her anymore. So for all of you at home, for all of you on your iPads, for all of you on your iDroids, does that even still exist? No. For all of you on your desktop, who runs the world? That's old school, baby. That's us. That's Derek Bradford. I am Jason DeBias. This is the Option Podcast, episode 265, my friend.
Wow.
We're going to hit my music. You stay with me, but for everybody else, we're out. Come check out the Option Podcast on optionvb.com. It's also available on iTunes and Spotify and on YouTube under the NY Varsity Sports handle. You're going to love what you hear.